issues I have with the fact that we let non-Africans participate in our culture so much, they can do so as a hobby, because whenever they want to take off their suit, they can put their white privilege suit right back on and pick up the privileges they had before they made the rap album. Eminem has all the privileges of a white male and the privileges of being in the hip hop community. So we got to be careful about letting non-Africans come into our community, benefit or participate in our culture when they get to leave at the end of the night. Jane Elliott can leave at the end of the night. You black forever. You can never take your costume off.
You don't think Eminem is one of the best rappers of all time?
According to who?
You. Rap fans.
Let me say something to you. And this is going to my African fundamentalism. No non-African can ever be the best of anything African. It is an insult to the ancestors, it is an insult to the race, and it is an insult to every black person. Do you think I could go to Palestine and be the best anything of Palestinian culture? You never see that. You think I could go to Israel and be the best of anything in Israel, whether it be a cook, an instrumentalist, a dancer? No, and we have to stop naming non-African people, Joe.
But I disagree.
Stay with me, though. Let me finish this. We got to stop naming non-African people as being the best of any aspect of our cultural product,
Joe, I think you
because
can.
it is an insult.
And we got to stop inviting.
We can acknowledge that the talent is the
yes, I can acknowledge Eminem's title.
We should.
But let me tell you.
Go ahead.
For you to put him at the top,
Let me ask you this.
that's white supremacy,
Let me
bro.
tell you this.
That's white supremacy.
What's white culture?
I don't see Eminem building those schools and hospitals.
We gotta
I don't
stop
see
inviting
DJ
people to the
Khaled
cookout.
building those schools
You
and
know what I'm
hospitals.
What's the white
I don't see DJ Vlad building those and supermarkets.
Yo, I'm asking.
No.
Let me ask you a question.
Ain't no non-African can be the best anything in my race. Just like I can't be in theirs, and that's the way it should be.
Issue of Eminem being the GOAT of hip hop. And let me say this. I have nothing personal against Eminem. My comments on the Joe Budden podcast had nothing to do with Mr. Marshall Mathers personally. And I want Mr. Marshall Mathers to understand that Dr. Umar Ifatunde harbors no personal ill will towards you. This is not personal. This is business. You are a talented musician, lyricist, producer. You seem like you are an okay guy. You've never done nothing to me, and you've never done anything that I personally witnessed to be worthy of condemnation. So my comments are not personal. They apply to any non-African. This is about business, the business of protecting the integrity of African culture. I said my comments on the Joe Budden podcast was about business, not personal. The business of protecting the sacredness, authenticity, and integrity of African culture. The best cook of African food. You can't be the best rapper of African hip hop. You can't be the best singer. You can't be the best priest of African culture. Nothing we create can a non-African be the best at. First of all, it makes absolutely no sense at all. I don't even see how an African can come to that after 404 years, you got black people running around playing defense attorney and cheerleader for white folks. You got black people running around after 404 years playing defense attorney and cheerleader. The fact that you got black people arguing for a white man to be considered the greatest of all time in an African art form speaks to how psychologically ill we are as a race of people.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and I do gotta say peace to Pan-Africanism. Ifatunde, man, let me stop, dog. Nah, that nigga Dr. Umar Johnson, when he speaks on these type of topics, he always shakes the internet up. And it's no different than when this conversation came up on the Joe Budden podcast when he made a recent appearance there. And to see that in full, you got to get the Joe Budden Patreon. It's a turned up episode all the way from the beginning to the end. That's just the energy Dr. Umar gonna bring. That nigga gonna debate, turn up. He going at everybody on the show, hell of an episode. But it shook the internet up when people clipped it up, hit TMZ everywhere, because an Eminem name came up. And I'll be 1,000. It sucks because Eminem was minding his business, ain't talking about nobody, ain't speaking on nobody. He just chilling, living life. But the name came up in the conversation and got picked up. But there's certain things that Dr. Umar may be extreme on, certain things that he said in the past I don't agree with at times. But the overall point that he's pushing with this conversation here, he can't be wrong, because in the world that we live in, this is a reactive behavior that he's pushing, because other races, other groups, other religion, other ethnicities have shown that they have full 100% pride in their heritage, their history, and their creations when it comes to their culture. Their culture, a representation and reflection of their culture. Hey, I do this, our people are that. And as he said, they should. All he telling us is black people, we should feel the same way about our stuff. We should have the same type of pride that other races, ethnicities, and groups have in theirs and things that they brought to the game. We should have that in ours also, to where we say, in our culture, you got to be one of us and one of our people to be considered the top of it, because it's a reflection of us as a people. A lot of people don't understand that when it comes to hip-hop culture. I hear him say African a lot. I want to put it as this, what it is. This is black American culture, hip-hop. And that's what we're talking about. Rap is under hip-hop. It's a reflection of black American culture. A lot of people don't even know that hip-hop, music, rap is a spin-off of James Brown. Look it up. The break beats, the break dancing comes from James Brown and his drummer. Give the drummer some. Rest in peace to James Brown and Clyde Stubblefield for giving us the start of hip-hop. Because that's what it comes from. People's parents jamming these songs. They like, we want the break part of the beat. And that's what we eventually started spitting rhymes over and things like that, dancing. It ain't just, oh, who can put the best words together. Now, you can have your personal opinion. This ain't to downplay Eminem talent. That nigga go crazy with the words, can rhyme, can spit, make words, all that. That's cool. But you have to have some type of cultural, like, identity with what this comes from. And that's why you don't hear a lot of people from the culture, who the culture is about, the lifestyle and the reflection of the culture, of the environment where it started at. They don't have Eminem as their top rapper. It's not because he can't rap. It's not because he's not good at it. But rapping ain't just putting words together. Hip-hop ain't just putting words together. And that's what people have to know and understand. Whether you agree or disagree with Dr. Umar, he can't be wrong, because he's speaking from a stance of his culture. You can't tell somebody that they wrong in their opinion about where they want their people at. It should actually be respected, even if you disagree with them and things of that nature. Because other people, they gonna put their people first. Every other people, hey, you step on their people toes, you do something that they people don't like, or they gonna jump out there full throttle, and they gonna do it proudly, very stiffly, shut you down online. And that's how it should go. So that's all he really saying, but the energy, the delivery, I understand why people got a little bit, they probably felt the way about it. But when you really listen to what he's saying, nah, he's speaking the real. Some people think that he racist. Nah, he ain't racist. He just really pushing for his people to have the respect and telling people, let's have this pride for our own. Everybody else got pride for their own people, and it shows hundreds and hundreds of years through history, and it's still going on today. They unify, they help each other out, they click up, and they put their people first in the name of their people, the name of their race, or the name of their religion, or their ethnicity, whatever they want to do. Black people, it's on us to do the same thing, because ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Just because you putting your people first don't mean you hate nobody. I associate with people from every walk, all races, all groups. I went to school with people from different races, everything. Associate with them. I got supporters from all colors of people, all beliefs of people, all lifestyles of people. It ain't about separating. It's just about coming to an understanding. When we having that conversation, it may be uneasy to some people, but hey, we got to put yours first. as everybody else does. But tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.